Hey everyone, welcome to the first episode of what I like to call Natalie's Book Look. This week we're going to be talking about one of my favorite series of all time, Anne McCaffrey's Dragon Riders of Pern. As with a lot of books and movies that I tend to enjoy, the things that I connect with most are the relationships. In the Dragon Riders of Pern, you get a completely unique look at exactly how close a relationship can be. In the books, each dragon is bonded to a person, and when that person makes their first impression on the dragon, they're telepathically linked for the rest of their lives. Yes, people, they can read each other's minds. I personally find this aspect so intriguing because I think in a way we're all trying to kind of search for that one person that we can really connect to, or that relationship that can really make us stronger as a person and have that significant other who just completely understands us for who we are. I personally believe that one of our strongest desires as humans is to be in relationship with each other, and the idea of having someone connected to you on such a level that you don't even have to tell them how you're feeling, they just know, I think it's something that is just really interesting and something that's really cool to kind of explore. To be completely understood and accepted is something that is natural to a dragon and its rider in this series, and I think it makes us consider how that can look in our own lives, and it kind of almost gives you that desire of wondering what would that feel like. As much as I think we can all relate to that desire to feel connected, it also creates problems for anyone else who's outside of that relationship, which is something that's also explored in this series. As amazing as the connection between a dragon and its rider is expressed in the books, it also means that it creates a bit of a disconnect between the dragon riders and everyone else on the planet who don't have that same feeling or have that same connection. A lot of this disconnect is expressed through some of the politics that happen in the book throughout the series, and as much as politics might sound a little bit boring, I actually found it even more interesting now that I'm older and understand it a little bit better. And I think that it's a really neat way, again, just to look at how people deal with each other and how our relationships affect the greater picture. So even if you're not as interested in relationships or politics, there are still a lot of things that this series has to offer, as there are so many books to choose from that you can read. If you are interested in checking out this series, I'll post a link below which has a suggested order of the books that you should read. You don't necessarily have to follow this order, but it does help to give a nice narrative and a nice explanation of this planet and its characters and exactly what's going on. Overall, I think that the Dragon Riders of Pern is just a fantastic science fiction fantasy series, and it has a lot of different things to offer. I mean, really, everything else aside, who wouldn't want to have their own dragon? Well, that just about wraps up my book look for this week. If you have any comments or questions, let me know, and if you have any suggestions for your favorite books or something that I should talk about in the future, you should also let me know. Thanks for watching and taking a look at this great series with me. See you next week.